I think they'll have a hard time convicting Young Thug. Now, the others, there are some that are not rappers. There are some in this that are legit gang members.
Right. I think there was one guy was already in jail for life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
YSL's a real thing. I've represented members before. It's a difficult. It's a hard charge to beat when they can prove it. But they've gone after those guys in the past, not for RICO, but for gang activity, which is a separate statute in Georgia.
Ah. Well, I wonder why wouldn't they just go after Young Thug under that statute if they think he's part of a gang?
I don't know that they can connect him to any of the real predicate acts under the gang statute.
It would sound like almost the same thing. If you're part of a gang.
Yeah. It's close, but it's easier to prove RICO.
Easier to prove RICO, okay.
So I think in a large number of the defendants, I think there's a good chance they get convicted, but a Young Thug, I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I haven't seen much information about his level of involvement. I do think the defense, in all the videos, there's not a lot there. I do think the defense has done a good job in portraying him as a guy with very difficult beginnings. I know I've seen in the opening statements that they defined Thug as truly humble under God with that acronym, which is good because, the word thug is used as kind of denote a criminal or criminal activity or,
It's been used pejoratively for most of its existence.
Right.
And I think he's trying to change that for his purposes and maybe for our purposes.
Well, that's good. I mean, given what we do, we both help people who are charged with crimes. Yeah. I like to think that someone's innocent until proven guilty, until beyond a reasonable doubt. I like to stand by that burden of proof, to the letter.
It's what I've based my career on.
Right. So I know Fonnie Willis, she ran her campaign, from what I know, on two major points. She was going to stop the gang violence in Fulton County, and she was going to get Donald Trump. And I think she's making good on those two promises.
Well, so she's certainly trying.
She's trying. That's right. So, all right. Well, I do wish the best for justice and also for Young Thug. I personally don't like the possibility of someone losing their life and going to jail. So I see the good in people, and I want them to have a life, have a family, and contribute to society.
I'm with you on that 100%. I've always believed in the second chance.
That's right. Okay, cool. So, well, thank you for your opinion on that. I think RICO to me is a fascinating statute. It does seem to be one of those. Hell, I think I've even seen situations in some of our cases where like, you know what, we might could throw in a little RICO here and just to spice it up. It seems to kind of apply because it can be used civilly and not just criminally.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, right. And by the way, the RICO is certainly what Young Thug's being charged with, but that is also, I think, what Trump's being charged with in the Fulton County.
He absolutely is. That's right. His indictment, I haven't read the whole indictment because honestly, who's got time?
Right.
But it starts off with a narrative. It reads like a federal indictment reads. Most indictments, they are, here's count 1, here's count 2, here's count 3, and they just do it. The Trump and co-defendants indictment starts off with a narrative telling what happened, and then they go to the counts. And that's very much what big federal indictments look like.